And it's time for a basic beer review. And the reason I'm doing this one is to talk about this beer. It is a bottle of the Proper Job IPA 0.5%. So this is like the alcohol-free Proper Job, essentially. And the reason I'm talking about this beer is this is one of the best alcohol-free beers that I've ever drank, really. Certainly from a supermarket or a shop, ones that are widely available. This is a really good alcohol-free beer. It's nice and hoppy, it tastes a beer, it tastes like it could have alcohol in it. I always thought it did, anyway. And it's I think they have done a proper job, I think, with it. It's a good alcohol-free beer. I got this one from Asda, I think it was £1.45 a bottle. It might be £1.49, which is a really good price for it. Sometimes you can find it in 4-packs, about £5.25 for 4. Very rarely do you find them nowadays. They're in cans in 4-packs, so you can get 4-packs in cans of it as well. But to be honest, it's about a similar price. I think it's about £5.75 actually for a 4-pack. So similar price than this, really, getting it in the bottle. But I remember tasting it, thinking it was refreshing. It was hoppy. It tasted like beer. It was very impressive for an alcohol-free offering. So there you go. So that's basically where I was. I was going to just do a review of the Proper Job IPA just to see how nice it tastes, really, compared to all them lagers that I drank and some of the other alcohol-free beers I've drank. And I thought, no, let's make it a little bit more interesting. Let's put it up against the Proper Job that does have alcohol in it. So we've got the green Proper Job, the powerfully hopped 5.5% ABV, and the Proper Job 0.5% ABV. That one's powerfully hopped, and this is properly crafted. And I will agree with that. I think it is properly crafted. I think they've done a really good job with it. So they've done a proper job with it. Did I do that joke, or did I do it in take one? Oh, well, I've done the joke twice. There you go, you get double value there. So, Centostel Brewery do some really good beers. The Big Job is really good as well, and just the Tribute, which is their standard beer, is really good as well. But the Proper Job's been around for a while now, and I've always really enjoyed it. So, we've got the alcohol-free here, the normal here. This is not going to be blind. I'm going to know which one's which, really, I think. It's not about that. It's just about tasting them and seeing if I can tell, just what the differences are between them, really. What is the difference between a beer and the alcohol-free version of that beer? And this does really taste, to me, like an alcohol-free version of that beer. I've never done them side by side before, so this will be interesting. There goes the cap. Just been to Whitby again recently on a holiday, so I got this lovely bottle opener from Whitby. It's cracking with Dracula on the front there. So yeah, there you go, there's my bottle opener. I'll be using that for a bit now. Let's put that one there. So let's start pouring. Similar glasses here, and we will see how they'll look. And I won't fill them up because I want some swilling room, and then I can always top them for the thumbnail. So there we go, stop there with that one. That's our proper job. Now we'll do our alcohol-free Proper Job over here. Glass not quite as clean there. Sorry about there. Did I do an even job there? That's not too bad. Possibly a little bit more of the alcohol free. Okay, I'm going to attempt to keep the bottles here so we can see which is which. I've got my water in the middle there. Let's have a see. Let's do it like that. Nice one. So we've got the, normal Proper Job on the left, alcohol free Proper Job on the right. And yeah. What can I say? Let's have a look at them first of all. So, they've both got a similar size of head and a similar consistency of head, really. But I would say the alcohol-free one is definitely, I don't know if you can see that, it's definitely a little bit darker than the one with alcohol in it. It does seem to have more carbonation running up to the top, but that could just be the glass because I don't think it's as clean. The one on the right is the one on the left, but they're both fairly clean, that'll do. But this one's definitely a lighter colour than this one, slightly lighter. This one's more of a dark amber. This is more of a light amber. So, should we do some nosing? Let's do a bit of noses. They're both lovely and clear. They both look great. Nice head retention on both of them. So let's get a nose on this one first. I always go right first. Let's try the Proper Job. Have a nose. That smells citrusy. It smells hoppy. It smells a little bit dank. It smells grapefruity. It smells great, it really does. If you've never had this, get yourself a bottle and see what you think. Might open your eyes about the kind of alcohol-free beers you can get from the supermarkets. Definitely the best. But yeah, it's really citrusy. It's really fresh. It's really fragrant. A little bit floral, a little bit piney. It smells a bit like a West Coast pale, really. I would say, but that smells. Like if someone gave me that and said it was one that had alcohol in it, I would believe them. Should I have done this blind? Should I have done this blind? That would have been really interesting had I not been able to tell which one was the proper one. Let's have a nose on this one now. So that one's just really citrusy, really piney, just and really and quite dank. This one. Now that's got a malty note to it. That's very different. It's almost like they're different beers. Weird. So that's got a strong malt note running through, but this actually smells. It smells a bit like an alcohol-free lager. How weird. One of them overly malty alcohol-free lagers. That's bizarre. That's what I'm getting from that. That's certainly got a malty note running through it, which this does not. That's bizarre that way. Yeah, this one smells crafty and citrusy. That one smells malty. Definitely, this takes me to a tap room of somewhere like Rivington Brewery and just nosing one of their pale ales. Really bizarre, like a beach house or something. This one puts me in mind of a really malty lager. There's a little bit of citrus in the nose. Getting some oranges in there. Certainly from the smell, I would not. I'd probably get these the wrong way around. If I was doing this blind with the smell, I'd probably say this was the alcohol-free one. Which is very odd. Right, let's taste though, because it's all about the taste. We don't go around smelling beers. I mean, you can, but that's not why you buy them, is it? Let's face it. So let's cleanse the palate. Let's try this one. Here we go. Cheers. So it's crisp. It's got a nice level of bitterness. A little bit of toffee in the flavour there. But it's crisp and it's bitter. Bit thin in the mouthfeel, I'd say. Yeah, it's quite thin in the mouthfeel. Well, let's have a bit of a chew. Yeah, I mean it's very pleasant. It's bitter. It's crisp. It's beer tasting. It certainly doesn't taste alcohol free to me. Someone gave me a pint of that and said it was just just what they had on draft, 3.2% or whatever. I would believe them. I'd be like, yeah, 3.2%. I'll have a few of those. That's nice. It's nice. A little bit of that citrus in the flavour. There's a nice big whack of bitterness. On the aftertaste, you're getting a little bit of a breadiness on the aftertaste there. It is a really nice beer. That is really good. For an alcohol-free beer, that is astonishing, I've got to say. Let's have a swill now and try this one. Here we go. Cheers. Now I'm getting citrusiness on this one now. Citrusiness, if that's a thing. Big whack of bitterness on the end there. Not getting the maltiness in the flavour, although there is a little bit of breadiness in the aftertaste again. In this one, there's a zingy bitterness that hits you up front and runs right through the beer and stays with you right till the end. It's just a big whack of bitterness, and that's probably because it's so powerfully hopped, and it's all the way through the beer. Let's go back on this one. Yeah, I mean, this one, it's a lot mellower and a lot. It's thinner, it's mellower, it's less bitter. This one just hits you in the face with hot bitterness. I wouldn't say this has got a huge depth of flavour either. But it is zesty. You're getting zestiness there. You're getting grapefruit. You're getting lemon. A little bit of orange. And just the wow, it's really got a lot. It's got a lot of bitterness to it in this one. It really has, certainly compared to this one. It's very odd. If all you drank was this, then you could totally get to believing that this was just like a normal beer. This could be your normal beer. You could just get used to alcohol-free Proper Job. It's a perfectly pleasant beer. It's a perfectly nice beer. It's got a nice bit of bitterness. It's good. It's a good beer. And you can drink this all the time and, you know, you're not putting the alcohol in your body. You know, win-win. Thing is, you have this. It's just... there's just something else there. It's just like there's more body to it. There's more bitterness. They're very similar, but this does just taste like an amped up version of that. Almost like this was like, say, a 6% and this was like a 3%. It's almost like that, really. This does not taste alcohol free to me. It still doesn't, even now, compared to this one. But this one, you know what? I'm not going to lie and say that I think this is a great beer. I'm not a big fan. You know, I thought I liked this, but I think it's a bit bitter for me, to be honest. This is weird, you know. What a softie. I always thought I was a fan of this beer, but it's, I don't know. Maybe I've got used to the flavour of this one, really. But no, I think I might prefer this one. I'm not sure. This one's a bit weak and a bit watery and a bit lacking, I would say. This one is, it's really full on. It's really full on. It whacks you in the face with hot bitterness. It's, as I say, it's citrusy, it's zesty, it's... yeah, it is. It's like those kind of really bitter, a bit like, you know, the Stone IPAs. They were always really bitter, weren't they? So I think it's going for that kind of style, where it's just, you know, they've just hopped it so much that it's just really, really bitter. But it is bitter, it's zesty, it's citrusy, it's just crisp, it's refreshing. You can just tell that if it's these side by side, you can tell which one the alcohol-free one is. This is retaining its head better than this one is. That's one giveaway. Another one, just the... how thin the mouthfeel is on that one. It's got a little bit of melted ice cube in the flavour. This one is just 100% just hitting you in the face with just stuff. Although having said that, as it's mellowing down a bit and I'm getting used to this one a bit more, I am getting the flavours there. This is... it's putting me in mind of something, but that's really nice, actually. I'm getting used to the bitterness now. I'm starting to taste some more of the flavours underneath. And it is just giving me a lovely kind of... just kind of bitter IPA, almost like a Stone IPA kind of flavour profile, and I love that kind of profile. It's I only don't like the bitterness when it overwhelms the other flavours too much. This, I am getting the other flavours now. And it is, it's got something about it. It just hits you with it. It's bitter, it's dry, it's zesty, it's citrusy. It's really nice. This one is also really nice. The mouthfeel isn't as smooth. This is smoother. That's a bit more carbonated. It's thinner, but it's a good beer on its own. Okay, if you like this, then moving to this, you'd know the difference. You really would. It's not the same as this, but I will stand by the fact that this is a really good alcohol-free beer. And if you want alcohol-free beers, get yourself the Proper Job. See what you think. It's really good. This one it's really another level. It's another level, I say. It's massively amped up. It's possibly 4 times amped up version of this. There you go. What else can I say? So there you are. There's my thoughts on the Proper Job and the Proper Job alcohol-free. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Till next time, have a good one.